It's Blake Carter, and we are welcoming to the CHUM FM studio Tegan and Sara, who I'm so excited to have both of you here.
Thanks for having us.
Very excited. And Heartthrob is out not until Tuesday, January 29th.
Yes,
That's
exactly.
True. So we've got a little while to go. Tegan, you're in Vancouver, and Sara, you're still in Montreal?
For some of the year, yeah. I also am spending a lot of time in New York, and Tegan kind of does her duties in LA every once in a while. So we're really
holding down the West Coast.
Yeah, we're all over the place.
Yeah, we're just kind of like all over.
I was going to say, I grew up in Vancouver. Well, Surrey.
Oh, that counts.
That counts, right?
For me, because I'm not from there.
Exactly. So I thought you were going to be like, oh, Surrey girl right away.
No, not at all.
And
I got love for all the burps.
I lived in Calgary, where you're both originally from, for a year. Mm-hmm. And then I'm going to Montreal this weekend.
No way.
So I felt like this interview was meant to be.
I mean, it definitely seems like it is. We're very nomadic, so it's really hard for us to, I think, imagine ourselves ending up in one city. You know, I've already lived in a handful, and I've been to so many. It's hard for me to imagine that there's one city that can fit all my needs.
So possibly you two could be coming to Toronto, or you don't really do the same city. Hey, you guys kind of
we're gonna
trade off.
We can accomplish more if we divide and conquer. So Tegan will keep doing probably West Coast things, and I'll keep doing East Coast things. We'll see.
I have a sister, and I feel like we're better in different provinces.
Oh yeah,
we get along way better.
I think because we tour together so much, like there's this natural growth period after you graduate high school, you know, where you become your own person and you sort of separate from your family and your siblings and you develop your own thing. And because Sara and I stayed together in a sense because we joined this band and have been touring and traveling so much, this sort of like the space, although the geography seems to really amaze and confuse people, it's kind of natural. Like it really gives us time to decompress and kind of develop our own thing. And I think it's probably been really good for us. But it has also shown like our personalities. Like we're not fighting over the same city. Like Sara's holding it down on the East Coast.
And Sara, have you learned French yet? Because I saw an interview that you'd been there how many years and have not learned French?
10 years, yeah. No, it's true. I do not speak fluently in French.
I'm not judging.
Fluently, no
I can
problem.
barely
Tell us
say
what you can say.
bonjour.
Yeah, of course.
I just butchered that.
Come on, you got to do that. I think that the key for me in Montreal was that I wasn't trying to assimilate into any sort of like normal structure of life. Like I didn't have to have a job. I wasn't trying to like make friends at the local fitness center or whatever. I was kind of like,
friends.
I didn't initially have to do anything that, to learn the language. I really just sort of fell in with, an Anglophone community and a sort of, through McGill and Concordia, like the English speaking schools, I ended up sort of developing a network of friends. And then through that, I ended up falling in with like born and raised English Montrealers. And you can really end up, it's sad. It's a bummer, but I also just like travel so much that it just didn't become a goal for me. And it's really funny because I have friends that live there that ended up dating people who are French, and I think that is truly the key. If you're trying to learn a new language as an adult, it's almost like you have to fully immerse yourself.
You have to date them. Okay, I'll keep that in mind for when I'm trying to learn my next language. I have to date you because I want to learn Spanish.
I think it would have had to be that because like socially nobody was really speaking French, in my world. And so it would have had to be more like school. And when I first got to Montreal, I looked up doing like the free classes through the government and all that stuff. But I was touring so much and
You have an excuse. You're a rock star.
I was just about to say, this is going to sound like a real excuse, but I was learning a different language. I was learning, music programs. When I moved in 2003, recording and music programs like Logic and Pro Tools and all of these things, that was my obsession. I was able to finally take control over my craft and learn how to record my own music instead of having to book studio time and have a producer and an engineer do it. And Montreal provided me this huge amount of time to really immerse myself in those programs and in my craft. And Tegan and I started recording ourselves, demoing our own songs, sending them back and forth to each other, and working across the country with each other. And quite frankly, I just didn't have any time to do anything else besides that. So,
all right.
Yeah.
No
Get
judgment.
off my back already.
There's no judgment in this room.
God, relentless with your questions.
Okay. I'll move on from your French, but closer, second single off Heartthrob.
Kind of. It
first,
was
second.
First here, and then we released "I'm Not Your Hero" as sort of almost like what I guess they call a soft single, like just to get another track out there. But closer is still the first.
We're playing it on CHUM FM.
Okay, good.
Love it.
Good.
Love it.
Keep doing that.
I'm singing it every day. I pretty much know it word for word.
Good.
The video is so much fun just to watch. Like, how much fun was it to film it?
It was actually pretty fun. I mean, we were out in the valley outside of LA, and it was very, very, very hot. It was like 110 degrees. I don't even know what that is in Celsius because I don't think it gets that hot here, but it's like 37 degrees or something Celsius. And there were so many people. There's probably like 50 people at this house out in the suburbs, and there was no air conditioning, and there was one bathroom. And
So you guys are just really good at acting like it.
Yeah.
Because in the video, for people who haven't seen it, you have to go and see it. They're kind of in almost like a house party.
yeah.
Just having fun.
Karaoke.
And they didn't shoot us at first. They shot all the extras, all the party scenes, and a lot of the stuff that you see in the video. They shot all that first. So Sarah and I were on set for almost 8 hours before they used us. But it was really great, and I think it was fun for us because a lot of our videos are really cerebral and have been kind of almost difficult to understand what we were trying to do. They're always very stimulating and visually
But this one was
beautiful.
definitely different.
This was straight ahead. This was like, I mean, this isn't a great way. The video was representative of the song, which
Were
is
you
that
disappointed you
it was
didn't get
more
to
straight
draw
ahead.
the lipstick on each other's faces like all the extras did? I was waiting.
We didn't want to engage with the
We didn't want to
the action because the song itself was truly about a look back at our past. We were like sort of singing about being nostalgic, so I didn't have any interest in engaging with the kids.
Also, we may
It
not
would've
look
looked
it.
weird.
We were at least 10 to
years.
15 years older than everybody
Really?
at the shoot. I mean, I know that we have a youthful appearance, and
You do?
thank God for genetics. But no joke, we kept saying to the director, like, we probably shouldn't interact
With the children?
with the people because, or at least I need to see driver's licenses and know that everybody's of age. Like,
Yeah.
it just felt like
It
we were
would've been weird.
babysitting
It was
them.
safer
Yeah.
legally, probably just to stay away.
Yeah. But everybody was great. It was really fun. And the
Super nice.
videos
The video
gotten
to
such a good
watch
response.
is so much fun.
Great,
Yeah.
that's good. We're glad that that's really been able to translate.